Hi everyone. Thank you for tuning in today and thank you for your time. My name is Bridget and on this channel I share food recipes, DIY kids projects and family support videos. Welcome to my kitchen. In today's video we are making fish stew that is delicious but yet simple and easy to make, and it can be served with rice, boiled potatoes, yam, plantain, or any root crop or grain of your choice. I will be listing all the ingredients and their right quantity in the description box below as usual. To start with, I'm going to be cleaning my fish. I will trim all the fins, after which I'm going to clean it up with some lemon and also give it a wash and cut into smaller pieces for frying. To season my fish, I'm adding some salt and also some mixed spices. I'll give it a good toss and I'll set it aside. I have in here some tomato, garlic, ginger, onion, and red bell peppers. I'll be blending all together for the stew. I have one big onion slice. And on a pan here, I have my flour. I will season it out with the same seasonings that I use for the fish. I'll give it a mix and I'll be using this to coat my fish before frying. I have in here oil in my pan and I'm going to drop a piece of scallion in to check if my oil is ready for frying. You want your oil to be very hot before you start frying to prevent the fish from soaking up the oil from the beginning and also from sticking onto the bottom of the pan. I'm going to be coating my fish individually in the seasoned flour and dropping them gently into the oil. Be careful when doing this not to burn your hand. The reason I'm coating my fish in the oil is to prevent it from breaking up when you are frying. Sometimes that happens, and also to give my fish a beautiful crispy ness outside and a nice color after frying. I'll fry on both sides until they are golden brown. Our fish is fried on both sides nicely now and the color looks so gorgeous. I'll transfer it onto my paper towel to absorb the excess oil, and I'm going to repeat the same process until I fry all my fish. In a pan, I added some of the oil from the frying of the fish, and I'll start by building up my flavors together with this stew by adding my one big slice of onions, and I'm going to be cooking these onions for about 5 minutes, after which I'll add the blended tomatoes and all the other spices that I showed earlier on. I'll add some crushed tomato as well. I'll give it a good stir and I'll cover this and let it cook for about 12 minutes. Moving on, I noticed my stew was making a lot of splash, so I decided to transfer everything into a deeper and a bigger saucepan. So I'm going to be seasoning my stew with some mixed spices, rosemary spice, and some curry powder. I will not be adding any salt at this point. I will add it later if needed. And also I didn't add any hot pepper to this stew because I have little ones that will be eating this. I have a pepper sauce that I made already, which I will add to mine if I need to add. I'll cover it and let it cook for an additional 10 minutes. So if you are making this stew and you need to add pepper, you can add pepper. I don't need it, so I didn't add any hot pepper at this point. I'm just going to let it simmer for another 5 minutes, and after 5 minutes, our stew is looking almost done. You will notice the oil is beginning to settle on the surface of the stew. So I'll give it a stir and I'll reduce the heat, and I'll add my fish to the stew. After you have added your fish, you don't want to do a lot of stirring at this point or any vigorous stirring. Just a gentle stir from the walls of the pan and just taste it under the pan not to break the fish. So I'll give it a gentle stir and allow the fish to soak up the liquid from the sauce to make it very juicy. I'm going to reduce the heat and let it simmer for 5 minutes. After 5 minutes, our stew is done, but I would like to add some more crunch and some color. So I'm adding some carrots, bell peppers, and onions. So I'll add my carrots and my onions at this point because they are more crunchier, and I'll add the bell peppers later on. This stew was so good and so delicious. I'm just giving it a gentle stir from the walls and a quick tease. And now after 3 minutes, our stew is looking beautiful. The onions and the carrots looks amazing. I'll add my bell peppers, and after adding it, I'm going to turn on the heat. I'll also add some boiled eggs. The saucepan is still going to hold some of the heat, so I'm turning it off and I'm just going to allow it to simmer. As you can see, our stew is done. It is that simple and easy. You can make this and it was so delicious. I served mine with some turmeric rice that I made. I have this on the channel. I'm going to link it down under this video as well. Our stew is done. Thank you so much for coming on with me on this delicious journey. And if you like this video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up and also subscribe and press the notification button so you are notified anytime I upload a new one. See you.